So you want to learn how to do everything in Parkour Reborn, right? Well, I'm gonna teach you right now, bro. So of course, this is gonna be the advanced guide. So if you don't know how to do certain things I'm gonna talk about in the video, that's not my fault. It's the advanced guide for a reason. I have a beginner guide that's gonna be linked in the description, just so you can take a look at that. But my keyboard is gonna be on screen, so you can look at it. I have different controls, so I'm gonna try to do my best to explain. I guess call it by the name. So if you don't know the name, that's gonna kind of suck. Anyways, we're gonna get right into it with the first thing that everybody wants to learn how to do. Obviously, it's gonna be the Wumpy, right? So first of all, to do Wumpy, you just need to know how to long jump, and then as well as wall boosting and just timing, right? So if you come to spawn, this wall is actually really perfect to long jump. Also, this tutorial is actually gonna have like grappler stuff. So if you don't have grappler, then you can't do some of the tech, but you can still do everything else. But anyways. So what first you're gonna do, you're gonna jump to the wall. You're just gonna long jump to the wall. After you long jump, you're gonna wall boost right? Just wall boost over the wall. You wanna be low enough to the point where when you wall boost, you fly over the wall, but not high enough to the point where you like mantle it. You know what I mean? So not high enough, you go like that when trying to wall boost. So after you're able to do this, right? At the peak of your jump, when your screen does a little bump, and you know what I'm talking about, like that little like tiny bump, it's when you take your first step right there. Take that first step. I kind of mantled it, but it's okay. After you take that first step, you're gonna want to press space again, and then there you go. You Wumpy. That is how you Wumpy. And now I'm gonna go on to the next variant of the Wumpy. I gotta speed through this because there's a bunch of tech I want to show. So yeah, the next is called the inverse Wumpy, which is pretty much you just Wumpy, where you do the long jump and then you wall boost, but then you turn around, look backwards, and do it. People say this is easier. I don't know why people say it's easier, but you're just doing it like that. But that's one thing you can do. But that also leads into being able to reverse Wumpy, which is just the same thing, but pretty much as soon as you take your first step, you're pressing S, which makes you reverse Wumpy, right? It's easier if you look to the side and do it. Like if you look to the side so you can look at your first step, it'll be a lot easier. For some reason it's not letting me do it. Sometimes it'll glitch out like that, but it just means you gotta keep putting in more practice. Like not everyone's gonna get it first try. Sometimes you like overshoot it, take too much to the side, but that's just how it is, you know what I mean? So let me see if I can get it right here. Yeah, there you go. So you go like that. That's one way you can do it. But that's like every variation of the Wumpy, pretty much. Oh, another tip: if you manage to get too low, you can coil, so that way you can get above it and make the actual Wumpy if your whole body won't go upwards. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into static, or something called Orca. It's also called static chaining, but pretty much you're just gonna be chaining at a ledge constantly. So just kind of stay like this. I think this is removed because no matter how much I try, I cannot get it. But pretty much, if you just like keep chaining at a ledge, you can just keep building momentum. I swear this is nerfed or something, because no matter how hard I try, I cannot get it. But pretty much you just keep chaining at a ledge, and then you build up enough momentum while just chaining at this ledge to the point where you shoot so much farther than usual, right? So let me just try to do this normally. So a normal long jump with just after me going is gonna send me about this far, right to here. But let's say I chain it, which I swear it's never. I'm gonna do like 3 jumps. I go, even though I went to the side, I still went a little farther, you know what I mean? So that's called chaining. I swear it's nerfed because like I can't get it, like even though I'm trying to stay as still as I can. I'm pretty sure it's nerfed, so sadly I don't think you can do the Orca anymore. But there's another step of it, the Orca, which is like, I guess, an Orca into Wumpy. You build a momentum and then you just go into the Wumpy, which sends you so much farther than a regular Wumpy, right? Regular Wumpy will not send me up here. If I do like a regular Wumpy, it's probably gonna send me like to the ledge. Right, there we go. So yeah, that's called doing that. I'm not good at static chaining, but maybe it's still possible. And now we go into what I just did. It's called slide boosting or slide jumping. Pretty much when you long jump and you're about to land, I don't know if you can do it while you roll, but if you can, someone let me know. But pretty much you can always do it if you're jumping from somewhere where you're not far enough to roll. So you jump, long jump, and then when you land, so you don't roll, right? You're not gonna take damage. You land, you slide, and then you jump. And then like with all the momentum you have, it'll shoot you across the map. So it's just about timing, right? And you can build up the momentum. So that's one thing. Now the next thing we're gonna go into is called pogo jumping. Now pogo jumping, I'm not the best at it either, so this might take me a little bit to show. But pretty much I'm gonna get to a better wall. Not this wall, it's kind of crappy, but let's say this wall over here. So you come to a wall, and when you're wall running down it, as soon as you hit the wall, or the bottom of the wall, or oh my god, as soon as you hit the ground from wall running downwards, you're gonna want to jump and you just shoot up. That's actually the first time I've ever done that. But yeah, it's just timing. As soon as you hit the ground, you're just gonna want to jump and it'll send you in the air. I just showed it. I don't think I'm gonna get it again. But yeah, for the sake of the video, thank god I got it for the one time, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's how you do pogo jumps. Okay, next tech is something called a drop down boost. Now pretty much is you just perform a regular drop down like usual, right? But as soon as your drop down starts, you're gonna want to press jump, and it'll kind of like glitch out and shoot you forward. So if you do it really well, it should give you a lot of momentum to try to do it. So right here, there you go, just like that. It shot me out just like pretty far, not too far. It can be pretty useful. Alright, so next thing is gonna be pogo boost. So we just did the pogo jump, but now it's the pogo boost. Pogo jump boost. It's the same thing as pogo jumping. You know, when you wall run, you hit the ground, press space, jump, right? It's the same thing like that, right? But the only difference being is gonna be the fact that you're gonna want to hold your after boost. So I don't know if I can do it, but as soon as you hit the ground, you're gonna want to jump and basically press after boost, right? So it can be a little tricky. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, so I just did it just like that. It took me a little while, I'm not gonna lie. There's no way I do this shit consistently. That's tech you can do if you manage to get really good at it. I would say it's pretty damn helpful, but I'm not I'm not even gonna try. I wouldn't say this is really advanced tech, but this is a cool little tip you can do. So let's say, for example, a good example would be on this garbage dumpster right here by spawn. So over here by this garbage dumpster, whatever this thing is, there's gonna be a little ventilation thing right here, right? So let's say I want to long jump off of this onto the garbage dumpster, but I can't, you know, obviously if I don't want to jump up here, go back and forth and do like that. It'll kind of ruin the clip, right? So what you're gonna want to do is when you're running up to it, you're gonna actually hold your after boost and jump onto it, and then continue your thing. Right, there you go, just like that. So little tip, you can hold your after boost and jump onto things, and same thing. You can flow jump off of something, and then go into the long jump, flow jump, and then long jump. As long as you're pressing it again and doing it, like it's gonna work, right? So let me do that. Oh, just like this, just gonna flow jump and then do it, and boom, there you go. I still managed to long jump, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to go over is actually like a really old tech. This has actually been in the game for a while. It's called horizontal climb boosting, and pretty much when you approach a wall, or let's just say you approach a wall, you have this wall kick, right? You could do this while looking to the side, and you'll just get launched, right? You look at the wall, and then you look where you want to go, and you'll just get launched in that direction. If you do it really fast, you'll get launched harder, basically, right? But let's say now this is where you go into the wall run. You can do that and go into a wall run. Obviously, it's gonna take your wall climb because you know you're doing that, but it can be really good for, like, let's say you want to jump into something and then you just want to go into the wall run. You get so much speed, and it's really good for runs. And it's also how you get helps you get platinum on Buzzsaw, which is a direct time trial. Extremely hard, but yeah, you can do that. Sadly, you're not gonna be able to do your wall climb or oh my god, a wall boost. Sorry if I stutter a lot, bro. Like, I got a lot of stuff going through my mind right now. But anyways, now we go to the next tech. Okay, so before I start getting into grapple movement, I want to go a little bit more into wumping. So there was some things that I mentioned about Wumpy. You can change the direction of where you Wumpy. So let's say I want to Wumpy left. Pretty much all it's gonna require me to do is just look in the direction where I want to go, or pressing a different input, right? Different movement input. So pretty much I do the Wumpy like usual, and then look that way and just Wumpy like regular. I don't know why I can't do it right now, but that's just how you do it if you want to change your movement. But you can also do a bunch of like smaller tweaks by simply pressing like D or A, right, going to the side. So let's say instead of wanting to go straight there, I kind of want to go here, but I'm already looking to the side, too much to the side. I could just hold a direction input, and it'll send me that way, which is the same way you do reverse Wumpies, right? And one more thing, static chaining is outdated. I just realized that. You can still do the whole Orca thing, but it's gonna be extremely hard, right? So the whole Orca thing is just that. Oh my goodness. But the whole Orca thing is literally just static chaining. It's just what it's called. But it's a lot harder to do now. It's, I would say, still in the game, but it's so much harder to do, right? Boom, look at that. You can still do that into Wumpy, and you go so much farther. But anyways, now we're gonna get into the grapple stuff. So pretty much I don't know everything you can do with grapple, but I know, I guess, the basics. So I'm gonna try and include it all. But one thing you can do with grapple is use it for wall running. So let's say I want to catch more speed on a wall run, but I don't want to do the whole horizontal climb thing, right? I don't want to do that. What I can do is, like, you know, you do my long jump, use grapple, and then wall run. As you can see, I get like almost as much speed as what I was talking about earlier, the horizontal climb boost. But depending on that, like, as soon as you grapple, you want to press your wall run key. So just like that, grapple, which is my E key, just like that, and just like that. Yeah, I go faster, I think. Let me test. Yeah, this is how fast I'm gonna go with just regular long jumping. That's how fast I go with regular long jumping. But if I use the grapple, I go a bit faster. I don't think it's not crazy faster, but it's definitely faster. So the next thing is called, I think long jump grapple boost, right? So when you're gonna long jump like usual, you can gain so much more height by simply grappling at the beginning. So just like that. You can also gain more speed and height. It really just depends on your timing. I think the later you are, it doesn't depend on timing, sorry about that. It depends on your direction. So let's say if I want to go higher, I go straight up, and then I long jump, and it's gonna send me farther up. If I want to go faster or farther, I pretty much just do it farther away from me, but it's still closer, because the closer your grapple is, the more strong your pull is, if that makes any sense, right? So right here, let me just do it again. So right here, boom, just like that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. These are all little tricks you can use when free running or doing a time trial, and these are all tricks I use to get me platinum time trial. And yeah, coiling, I don't know if I mentioned, but coiling is extremely important. Coil jumping, it may not be as important, but it definitely helps so much. Anyways, I think that's gonna be the end of the movement guide. There might have been some stuff I missed out on, but you know, I'm still learning the game. I'm only level 64. Oni is kind of crazy, but as you can see, I still have a lot to learn myself. So that is going to be the end of the advanced video. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully it helps you to get plat. You know, there's a lot of things you can do in this game. So yeah, you can see I have a lot of plats. I have every plat in downtown besides solar. So yeah, hopefully this didn't help out. These are all things I kind of learned myself, and also just by watching videos. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Good luck out there, and like and subscribe. Join my Discord, and I'm out.